So we're back in game, this time Assetto Corsa, using the standard setup for the Red Bull Ring in the KTM crossbow. One thing I need to change is I need to refuel because the Project Cars setup uses 40 liters as a standard. Other settings, yeah, everything. I'm using factory driving aids, so as I did in Project Cars 2, so if this car has ABS and traction control, I'll use it, but I don't think it actually has. AI is 100% skill, 50% aggression, and 5% variance, because I just can. And yeah, let's start this. Right off the bat, I can see more of the suspension. I think there's more of the cockpit is opaque in Project Cars. No, in Assetto Corsa, as opposed to Project Cars. And just as I was accelerating off the starting line, it felt much... Okay, got bumped there. Bumped again. It's bumper cars! So, point one I wanted to make is, it looks like it's easier to lose traction in Assetto Corsa. Oh, no. See, tires locking up. Slight bump there. As opposed to Project Cars 2. But there might be, because I think the tires are colder. They might be coming preheated in Project Cars 2, while they are not in Assetto Corsa. So, in a few laps, this might be not an issue. Okay, and another thing you noticed in the first lap, going really wide there, the AI is less observant of you in Assetto Corsa. No. Yeah, okay, see? That was I was saying, it's a bit easier to break traction. It feels less planted. I mean, it still feels precise. Feels like the car is doing what you tell it to do. But using semi-slicks, which are part of the standard setup for this track, so I used them in Project Cars as well, despite their not being part of the OEM setup. But it was a bit opaque having the game choose the tire. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's easier to lose traction. Still, scenery is beautiful. Yeah, graphics-wise, I think Assetto Corsa just looks crisper. Can't put my finger on it, what it is exactly, but it feels, yeah, crisp. I can't think of a better word. If you would compare it to TV footage of cars, it's like Project Cars rather feels like a like footage of a race, while Assetto Corsa feels more like the glossy, high production value footage of a car show like Top Gear. And yes, but Project Cars also sounds, I don't know, I wouldn't say better. I mean, I prefer Project Cars sounds. I think Assetto Corsa sounds kind of subdued compared to it. And another thing to notice is the trees in the distance don't flicker. So it feels less computer gamey, the graphics. Yeah, they feel less computer gamey, to put it in a proper English sentence. But excuse me for not being a native speaker. I hail from this country here, Styria, just as Arnold does. Yeah, sorry for that. And racing, doing live commentary, and driving or playing any other game is taxing. breaks concentration, but then sometimes just yapping and babbling about helps me get into the zone. Okay, too quick. Missing the apex there. As this is recorded on a different day, I had time to look up the timetable that I used as reference. It's actually from a qualifying of a KTM crossbow rookie race in 2016, so it's pretty recent. And again, the quickest time was 1:40.5, with the slowest being 1:48 point change. And it looks like with my first proper lap being 1:44, but again, I'm placing myself in this range, in this region. I'm not considerably slower, which still might not be an indicator of being not realistic, but I'm also not considerably quicker, which in my opinion might be a strong indicator of both games being unrealistic. Yeah, the AI seems to be much quicker in Assetto Corsa, despite being less observant, or because of it, who knows? Bam bam bam! Because the blue crossbow's really at my heels. Oh yeah, it's just a joy to drive. Assetto Corsa is so good. I mean, I like Project Cars 2 as well, but with the last video I would have said I prefer Project Cars 2, but to be honest, I can't really pick favorites. They feel different, but both drive beautifully. And if you are a sim enthusiast or want to be one and you have a wheel, go get Assetto Corsa. There's really no reason not to. It's just such a joy to drive. Okay, shaved off a few hundredths of a second. Oh no! I did a boo-boo. I did a boo-boo. Okay, this won't be my quickest lap. So I guess it'll look like hot lapping from now on. Because I don't think I can keep up or catch up to the AI on this setting. Let's try to get back in the groove. So I'm hard pressed, not only choosing a favorite between Project Cars 2 and Assetto Corsa, but also in proclaiming which one's more realistic. I mean, lap times are slightly slower in Assetto Corsa than they are in Project Cars 2, but that might not have anything to do with realism. So, if you want me to give a more accurate account of that, I recently looked it up. a track day with a crossbow on this course, which is only about 1 hour drive away from my home, is available for 450 euros. Don't have that much cash lying around that I have freely available and not dedicated to other users, so if one of my dear viewers is filthily rich, feel free to donate that for me, or to me. I would gladly take it up and film it and put it on YouTube. Let's try it in second gear. If I remember correctly, in Project Cars 2, I took this corner in third gear all the time. And this one in fourth. I might have changed gear too early. Woo! Again, not the quickest lap time. I don't know, but for some reason I find it easier going for the curbs in... Oh, fuck, okay. Next lap's short too. But yeah, at the pit entrance, I was more hesitant to go for the curbs in Project Cars 2 than I am in Assetto Corsa. Speaking of curbs, they seem to unsettle the car a bit more in Assetto Corsa than in Project Cars. But could be mistaken. Just an observation I made. Anything else to say? Yeah, the cockpit looks similar enough. I mean, the seating position is a bit different, I think. But the materials look to be, or seem to be the same. So I guess that's pretty accurate. Yeah, let's just take it a tad slower. So, paradoxically, be quicker. Halfway through the race. 15 seconds behind the lead. Anything might be going wide here. Doesn't matter too much. Let's take this. Oh, come on! Okay. Seem to have forgotten how to take this corner. Sorry for wasting your time with so many slow laps. Okay, well, took it in fourth gear, so that's to be expected. As there is a Remo spanner, which is a manufacturer of sports exhausts. I think it's actually quite famous all around the world. Actually went with the daughter of the founders I went to school with when I was a wee little lad. Like 2 years. It was only 2 years from 11 to 12 or something. And we were not really tight. But still, just nice tidbit on me personally. But let's get back into the groove. Yeah, let's put K's on words where they don't belong. That's what we Germanophones like to do. Okay, don't be afraid of that corner. That went better. Carrying more speed through. And we have the chance to go for 4 more quick laps. Well, not if we do it like this. Then we don't. I think my quickest lap right now was 1:44.3. The quickest lap I drove in Project Cars 2 was 1:41 point change. I don't know why I can't remember that, but there was actually a cheat lap, as in I cut a corner. So I might need to review the video footage to find the proper most fair quickest lap, which might be in the 1:42 range. So it's about 2 seconds off. If nothing miraculous happens. Okay, 1:45. Okay, that's better, not ideal, but better. And yeah, you can notice that the tires are on temp. I mean, okay, that was a back corner, but they don't lock up anymore under braking. They find better purchase on the road. Okay, my right front wheel slightly was blocking there. But again, I think I mentioned that once before. But the engine note's coming from behind my head, even when I turn it. And now that I notice it, it kind of feels like I have the engine of the car attached to the back of my head. Head. Not had. Head. English is difficult when you're driving. Yeah, it wasn't too bad a lap. But this is going to be, sorry. Oh no, look at all those dandelions that I just killed. But they're really ubiquitous here. The dandelions. They actually make for pretty good salad. If you harvest them before they bloom. Really tasty, especially with Styrian pumpkin seed oil. Got to taste it, the pumpkin seed oil. Despite looking like motor oil, it's really tasty, just don't heat it up. Because it's carcinogenic. Carcinogenic once you heat it above 60 degrees Celsius. Or whatever that is in Fahrenheit. I don't even know. Is it like 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 90? I have no clue. Yow! Also, sorry for being Arnold again. Or wanting to be Arnold, to be honest. I cannot come close to the legend. No, 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 no. Carry speed through this corner. Oh, no, no, no. This is not going to be a quick lap, and I have a hard time making the last lap quick. Because I don't think I carry enough speed through here. Okay. Go slow to go quick, and I fail miserably, but I think my tires are shot by now. They have less traction than they did before, so my window of performing well has come and gone. But for completionist's sake, also to be able to save the replay, let's finish this lap. Yeah, so as you can see for yourself, driving in Assetto Corsa is in itself more difficult than driving in Project Cars 2. Again, not judging. Won't say one's more realistic than the other. For example, I think the loss of traction feels a tad more progressive in Project Cars 2. Okay, that was a nice slide. That was nice. But sliding is not quick. No matter what Initiative D says. And there we are. Cross the line. Okay, winner at 2:30. I took 21 for what? What? I was almost a lap slower. That's embarrassing. Let's look at the timetable. Quickest lap 144.238, and the others have 142, 142s, 141s. Yeah, so I think the AI took 143s in Project Cars 2, so yeah, it's quicker here. And quite in the ballpark of the... but not quite in the ballpark of the quickest real-life drivers. And on that, let's look at the setup switcheroo.